Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach, and the current bug is this. This file transform actually isn't just file transform. It is file system enumerable of object dot find transform. It's a nested type. And I said that was probably going to bite us. But what I'm going to do is do this in isolation, because this is only happening when I'm doing it for parameters to methods. Okay. So what I want to do is create a method that's now a get name that will say get referenceable or referenced, get reference type name or get reference parameter name or something like that. And say this is exactly what it's for. Now, the one thing is I also got to be careful here, because I did this for pointers, and I think the pointers actually, it got a little squirrely. So I have to make sure with COM interface entry that this also is going to work, because COM interface entry is what bit us. If I remember right, COM interface entry. It's COM wrappers. Yeah. COM wrappers. So we're going to want to make sure that we also do this once we've got this put into place, to make sure that we're actually doing the right thing. So I type symbol extensions. We're going to have here a internal static string get referenceable. Is that even a word? Capable of being referenced. Oh, it's a bad name, but it's a good one too. Name. And we're going to say this dot I type symbol self. Okay. Gets the name of the type useful for using in a parameter name. I didn't really want XML comments. I just wanted to have this. For example, the type is, let's just give an example of what we're doing right now. Where was this? Is file transform from, which is a nested type. This will return there. Okay. So now here, if we're saying the flattened name is not what we want to include generics. Okay. So the pointer type, I believe we could just say this. If it's this, then we return self to display string. Okay. Else. Now what we're going to do is we're going to say we want to actually get what we were getting right now, which is, we don't want to flatten it. We want to get this. Okay. But we want to recursively get this. So we need to keep going. Var names is equal to a new list of string. Maybe there's a better way to do this, but whatever. Okay. We're going to say names.insert at 0, the current selves of our target. Current self is equal to self, whilst current self is not null. Names.insert. Okay. And now current self is going to be current self containing type. Then once we get this, we'll say return string.join. No, why are... Yeah, we want that names. I thought there was a one that took a character, but I guess I'm wrong. There. Now, this should get us what we want for getting the name of a type that will be used in a parameter name. Okay. So let's get some tests around this. I type symbol extensions, get name tests. We want a public static void get referenceable name. Okay. String code. We don't have string expected name. Okay. Because what we want here is we want to get the type symbol from a parameter. What was the parameter A? Oh, we just assume the first parameter. Okay. That's fine. That actually is kind of what we want anyway. So what we want to say here is we have a public class target, public void. Well, we can say unsafe void foo here. I thought I had more tests around things than I do, but I don't. This shows you how much I know. Okay. So what we would want here is something like, yeah, we can have something simple like this, okay, and say that should be in star, right? Okay. What is, oh, yeah, we want get referenceable name, okay? So if I run this, hopefully this works as expected because we just want to say int, okay? And it passes as expected. Okay, let's do something simple like a string. Not a string pointer. We should just still say here string, okay? And it doesn't need to be unsafe. But now let's do something a little bit more tricky. Let's say we have a public class outer, which has a public struct public struct inner. Close all that off. Now we have a public class target, which takes a pointer to inner. Except what we want to do here is put that in there. Okay, so we need one more. And what this should be is outer.inner. That is the com wrapper thing that we were seeing before. Of course, if I do all this, we still need to include this in the right places. Same thing here. We want to say a public class outer public struct inner, and then we want to have the public void foo where this is an inner, okay? And this should be outer.inner. There's one more thing I want to do here. One failed. Well, I bet I know what failed. It's this one. If it fails because it's saying you're in the scope of inner and you don't need to inner.inner. But in a way, this is good because this is kind of why we write tests, because we want to handle things like this. I already see the problem. Current self. Please don't tell me I just ran this under the debugger. I bet I did. Yeah, I did. I sure did. It passed. Okay, so we got all these working, but we want to go even farther. We want to go deeper. Okay. The one case we definitely want to cover here is what happens if we have a public class outer that's a type T, and now we have we would want this to be T, right? If it just says outer, then we have to include all the generics. No, it does. It just does it, which is good. We could do something like, I wonder if I'm explicit here and I say outer of object inner. Would that now say outer of object? I don't know. I don't even know if that's legal code. It's definitely not, because I need a dot there. No, that's right. Okay, that actually works, and that's what I want here. So I want to say if it's an explicit type, then it gives me the right type, because that's the case that we're trying to find. Cool. So now I got that in here. 67, working on handling nested types for parameter declarations. So that's like one of the bigger steps. Now, well, that was a small step. Now what we have to do is go into all the builders for create and make, and say for building a method, building a property. No, because the property name itself is what we want. That would actually have to be potentially a nested type. Definitely method, parameters, and return types. We want to have this being called. Probably for properties and indexes. Okay. So, and also on any extensions that we build. So yeah, let's actually get a list together here, because otherwise I'm going to forget everything that I just said. Okay, so we need mock method value builder, void builder, maybe archetype builder. I don't know if that's where it's showing up here. No, but it is showing up in, I think we definitely got to check constructor builder. Structure and extensions builder, property builder, property extensions builder. No, that was property. We want method. Okay. Indexer. We got property extension builder. I don't think events count. Property I think this is also failing, because down here, well, it would. Anywhere where you see like a method expectations builder, anywhere where we see a parameter or a return type, we have to handle it. Explicit indexer, explicit property, methods, method expectations, extension builder, property extension. I mean, this just touches everything, that's the scary thing about this, is that it has a potential of being really extensive, to say the least. We have method, property, indexer, expectations, extension builder. Why do we name it that? That seems really weird. Indexer, expectations, extensions, indexer builder. We don't say that for property. We say property, expectations, extension builder. I don't know. Probably explicit here. Probably property here as well. I'm surprised I don't have an explicit one for methods. All right. Well, we did a branch, right? Well, not a branch, we committed. So anything that happens here, if it really busts everything, so much the better, I guess. So this is a parameter referenceable name. Okay. Method parameters. So this is because the value and the, okay. I got it. So this was the value builder. Let's do the void builder. Why don't you show that that just changed? Why am I doing this on a make first? Hold up. We'll get to you. Just you be patient here. I do the creates first. So that, and then that. Build method validation handler with parameters. I don't know if that actually as argument object. Yes. I just, saw something and I want to make sure that this is going to do the right thing. Doesn't, at least I caught it. It does. Okay, good. Build method validation handler. Nope. Nope. Okay, I think that did it for a value builder. Okay. It's a lot of work. Jesus, it's a lot of work. Parameter description, referenceable name, and that's the parameter with all the attributes. And that's, yep. So let's do the same thing in void builder. Which I bet it's this, and this, and then if there's no parameters or with parameters, we also want that. Okay. Now, I believe this is just the method arguments by name. We don't care about the types, because so that should be fine. Okay, so now that's just for the create. So we want to create. Actually, I don't want to put all these here. Let's just do this. And then make is the same thing. And then mock method extension builder. Let's do that. If information length. This is the method expectation, method extension builder. I feel like there should be more here. Yeah. Well, that I have down here. Yeah, so let's pull that up here so they're kind of grouped. Sort of. We'll do properties here. Okay, so let's look at that one. Internal static class, full name extensions, method expectations, builder, instance parameters. This is where we would probably want to also get the referenceable name. Parameter types, we probably also want to do that here. Delegate type name. Delegate builder. Jeez. It's just mock projected. Delegate builder. Delegate builder. It just keeps going everywhere, doesn't it? I guess anywhere where I say parameters.select, I would want to be careful, and also return types. So yeah, this is really trickling everywhere, but it needs to be done. It's the right thing to do. So let's come back here. Let's close all this out. Okay. And let's do the create first. Return type. Referenceable name. Okay. That just gives us a return type, and I bet that's all we need for value builder. What about void builder? Probably the same thing. Oh, void doesn't have, yeah, we don't care. So that took care of that. Okay, so I think we're done. Let's go to mock method extension builder. This I think is fine, because this always just says this self of that. Okay. So that should be done. Method expect builder. It gives you static class, static class. This is the thing we want. This parameter, which of those things will reference names, parameter names, delegate type name. If it returns void, we do this. Yes. Okay. Internal static return value, which we already did. Method get name will leave as is. Instance parameters. These are just the, oh. Yeah, otherwise we just give the name. We have to do an arg any here for that. Okay, so I think that one's done. What about delegate builder? Parameter types, we need the reference name. Okay, that should be done now. Excuse me. What's all that coffee? Return type is referenceable name. Method parameters. We get the type referenceable name, which just goes there, unsafe. We build the delegates, which come to project a delegate. They all do that. So that gets that one done. Let's do the constructors. We build instance parameters. Nope. Okay. If parameters length is 0, is greater than 0, is unsafe, public is unsafe, mock type name, instance parameters, which we just did up here. Otherwise, we just say that. Okay. Build field setters has nothing to do with it. So I think we're good with that. And then this one. Extension builder, instance parameters, get referenceable name, rock instance parameters. Okay. So, save. Next episode, we'll see if this all works. Thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.